13 on Your Side Weather Deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
5:16 on the clock and welcome back to 13 on Your Side. We've got thunderstorm activity outside on the weather deck. Anytime thunder roars, we stay indoors, so that's going to be the case today inside the studio for now. Right now, your weather ball is currently blinking red as we have warmer temperatures ahead and also these showers in sight. And this is sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. We're really seeing broad, widespread rainfall all across the region with some heavier thunderstorm cells making their way across Lake Michigan as of right now. This is going to include heavier bursts of rain as well right along the lake shore, and they're going to continue to push to the east as we progress throughout the next couple of hours, bringing us the soaking rainfall now through about 9 a.m. Then we will have a brief break in rainfall from around 10 o'clock, continuing on until 4 p.m. this afternoon. You can see these have thunder and lightning associated with them, these cells, but they're not expected to be severe this morning. We're going to hold off on any severe activity really until we head into the evening hours tonight and into the late overnight hours. It's during that time frame, though, that we really need to be remaining weather aware, timing things out for you here hour by hour forecast, continuing on with the soaking rainfall throughout your morning commute. So make sure you're giving yourself that extra time. Roadways are going to be slowed down because of the heavier bursts of rain that are coming down. By 9 a.m. we're seeing that heavy rainfall continue to push to the east side of the state, just a little bit of light convection on the back end of it. And then by the time we hit around 10 o'clock, beyond an isolated shower or two, we're mainly going to be dry during this time frame until around 5 to 6 o'clock tonight. And this is when the atmosphere really becomes ripe for us to see some stronger thunderstorm cells building into the region. It won't be quite as widespread in extent as what we're seeing this morning, but you can tell just by the shades here in our future view, once you start to get those darker colors of red, we know that's going to be a heavier burst of rain with very strong winds embedded in the thunderstorm itself and potentially even some large hail. After 9 o'clock, we're still continuing on with chances for thunderstorms. It's really not until midnight tonight that we really clear the line and the low pressure system moves out of the forecast area, leaving behind just a little bit of light wintry mix as we progress throughout your Saturday, followed up by clearing skies into Sunday, and it will all be over with by then with much quieter conditions anticipated at that time. Now, we are currently underneath a level 2 threat for severe weather from a line stretching from Muskegon down through Jackson. It's underneath that level 2 threat where we could see the strongest of storms, wind gusts being our main concern. Heavy bursts of rain, of course, could lead to some ponding on roadways, maybe some isolated flooding in areas, but it's in that yellow zone that we can't completely rule out the very low end potential for a tornado. This would be a quick spin up tornado, would not be long lived by any means, but it still of course could bring some damage to the area. So that's something to be mindful of, and make sure you've got your critical weather alerts turned on as we progress throughout the day today. In terms of rainfall, we're expecting a widespread inch of rain with localized heavier amounts depending on how much of that thunderstorm cell you see overhead. On top of the soaking rain, we're going to see wind gusts exceeding 40 miles per hour throughout the day today, potentially getting to that 45 to 55 mile per hour wind gust mark overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. That is without thunderstorm cells. So this, when you get that 58 mile per hour wind gust, that's when we have the potential for there to be a severe thunderstorm warning. Damaging wind is expected from the time frame of around 5 p.m. continuing on until just after midnight tonight, and it's during that time frame as well that we have the potential for there to be some hail and then that low end spin up tornado. Thankfully, today is going to be one of our warmest days of the season, so for the at least that's the bright side of the forecast, right? Temperature wise, we're going to make it into the upper 50s to low 60s, feeling very spring-like outside. The rest of your 13 on Your Side 10-day forecast. Today is not the only day that we have potential for 60-degree temperatures. That comes Monday all the way through Wednesday of next week, with another round of thunderstorms expected Tuesday into Wednesday.